Hi everybody, today we're going to be looking at numbers in English. So starting with the basics, let's just count up 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Looking at writing them out, 20, 21. When we write out a number that is between 20 and 99, we're going to put a dash between 20 and 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we use the dash to separate the tens, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the ones, 1, 2, 3. We're going to use a comma to separate thousands, millions, etc. And we're going to use a point or decimal point to separate whole numbers from digits that are less than 1. Now note that these two last ones are different from a number of languages, including Italian. So looking at some numbers as they're written and as they're said, 1,013, 21,011, 721,438, 1,256,894, 61,256,721, 631,438,814, 1,492,649,526, 41,192,751,824, 941,925,638,659. In our numbers, we're going to start from the ones: 1, 10, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. When we're saying large numbers, remember, we do not make thousand, million, billion, trillion plural because these are adjectives, and remember that in English, adjectives are invariable. So it's correct to say 11,000 euros, 4 million orders. We're going to use commas in English to separate thousands, millions, etc. So for 21,011, 21, comma, 011. 31,256,721, 31, comma, 256, comma, 721. 941 billion, comma, 492 million, comma, 638,000, comma, 526. In spoken English, we often use a instead of one before 100, 1,000, etc. And sometimes people will add and before the last number, and this is particularly for British English speakers. Examples of these: 121 is the same as 121. 1,011, 1,011. both the same. When you're writing, in written English, numbers smaller than 20 should usually be written out, not written as numerals. I have 15 clients in New York. She has 2,400 followers on Instagram. Looking at some details, reviewing tens, we'll say the individual numbers between 1 and 20. After that, we use 20, 30, followed by a dash, and the numbers 1 through 9. 2, 16, 42, 79. Reviewing hundreds. We begin with 1 through 9, followed by 100, and then the last two digits. 250, 525, 893, 111. And remember, British English will often say 250. Big numbers. When expressing large numbers more than 100, we'll read in groups of 3 digits. Billion, million, hundred, thousand, hundred. Remember that 100, 1,000, or million is not followed by an S. It's an adjective, so it's invariable. 200, 24,000. One small note about this is without a specific number, we can talk about hundreds of people or thousands of businesses. In this case, they are nouns and subjects. All right, reviewing thousands, we begin with 1 through 999, followed by 1,000, then the hundreds, tens, and ones. 16,860, 877,412, 432,915, 955,061. Looking at some millions, again, we'll begin with 1 through 999, followed by million, then the thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. 8,620,000, 61,885,423, 349,500,000, 112,478,310. Not to worry, I won't go on forever, but looking at billions, 4,968,620,324. Of course, numbers this big are often rounded up to the next biggest or down to the next smallest number to make things easier. So for example, you would have 546,897,360 would just be rounded to 550 million. Now, looking at smaller numbers, looking at decimals, we will say the number followed by point, and then the digits to the right of the decimal point individually. This is when we're talking about mathematics or scientific notation. 1.46, 24.82, 5.8471. So, like I said, this is different from how we'll talk about money. Now, in English, there are two sets of numbers, cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers are what we use when we are putting things in order, so commonly used when speaking about the day of the month or the position in a group. First, second, third, fifth, ninth, 18th, 21st, 23rd, 76th. So, and notice they're often written the way they are on the left with the numeral and then the ending. When we're talking about fractions, we're going to say the top number, the numerator, as a cardinal number, followed by the ordinal number plus s, unless the top number is 1. So this would be 3/8, 7/12, 5/8, 1/36. We can also say 1/4, 3/4, or 1/4, 3/4. And we must say 1/2. For fractions which are larger than 1, we say the number followed by and then the fraction. 5 5/8, 9 1/2, or 9 1/2. Percentages are easy. You just say the number followed by percent. 87%, 13%, 21%, 56%. Telephone numbers we will read as individual numbers. So, for example, this number would be 0171-895-7056. It's very common to say O instead of 0. So we might read that number also 0171-895-7056. Certain measures, we'll talk about speed, we'll talk about 100 miles per hour in Britain or in America. Using the metric system in the rest of the world, we would talk about 130 kilometers per hour. Measures of weight, 172 pounds, 6 ounces. Pounds, for whatever reason, is abbreviated LB. 78.0179 kilograms. Notice we could also say 78.0179 kilograms. Dates, super important. So 12/4/1965, be very careful because in English you read dates as month, day, year, not day, month, year. So therefore this date is December 4th, 1965. Often in British English, they will reverse how it is said, not how it's written, but they'll say for December 1965. Saying the year 2005, 2015, or 2015. So you see some examples. You have 1965. Commonly how most dates are said is in pairs. So 1965. But be careful that from 2000 to 2010, you're going to say 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, etc. And then at that point you can actually say either. So you have the example 2015 or 2015. Talking about temperature, 72 degrees Fahrenheit equals 21 degrees Celsius. We read temperature as number plus degrees. 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius or centigrade. Freezing is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be 0 Celsius, and water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which would of course be 100 degrees. Height or length, we're going to read the height in feet and then inches. So this is how we notate 6 feet 3 inches, which is approximately 193 centimeters. And that happens to be how tall I am. For those of you who like sport, for a score, we will say 2-1. We read the scores as number to number. So 2-1 in this case. All right, let's start looking at money. A price, $60. You read the number first and then the currency. $43.35. $120.50. Native speakers often will just say first the dollar amount and then the cents number. So they would say 35.80, 175.50. $45.38, 17 pounds and 19 pence. 710 euros. Notice that in English we will consider euros as countable, and we'll add an S on the end, making it plural. Now let's look at using numbers in English. We'll look at math. So the operators in English are plus, minus, times, divided by, and equals. Notice the symbols we use. Very often you'll see times also represented by just a lowercase x, and divided by a forward slash. So let's look at some examples. 6 plus 3 equals 9. 110 minus 71 equals 39. 48 times 12 equals 576. 257 divided by 4 equals 64.25. So notice, as we look at how you would write this out, 257 divided by 4 equals 64.25. Now, we also could say this in a different way. We could say 257 divided by 4 equals 64 and a quarter. All right, to finish this up, let's just do some quick practice of numbers in English. Say it along with me. 6, 62, 624, 5,624, 53,624, 531,624, 4,531,624, 84,531,624, 847,531,624. All right, so now what I want you to do is look at some numbers in the real world. So follow this link and you will be looking at something regarding 2 degrees Celsius. So I'd love to get your reaction to that. If you want to write something up, send a video, that would be great. The next link is 4 degrees Celsius. I'll paste all of these links in the description for the video, so you can click on them from there. And finally, 1 meter sea level rise. So have a look at all of those, give me some reaction, and share it with your classmates. And as always, practice every day. A great source of review on numbers, and their use is, of course, on our Pinterest board, pinterest.com/unblockyourenglish. All right, thanks.